Hello friends, welcome to appletree channel.
Unit 4. Why not take a closer look?
Hello my ninth graders, I'm so glad to see you again. Сьогодні ми з вами продовжуємо цикл наших уроків за темою 4. Why not to take a closer look? Сьогодні у нас аудіювання урок. Be ready to work at pages 188, 189, 190, 191. So, and today we're going to speak about different countries of the UK, about Scotland, England, Northern Ireland, and Wales. So, task 1. Say what comes to your mind when you think of Scottish, Welsh, English and Irish people. Скажіть, що вам приходить на думку, коли ви думаєте про шотландців, валійців, англійців та ірландців. So, the Scottish people are a group native to Scotland, yes? So, what do they wear? So, they wear kilts or tartan dress. So, kilts is official, of course, dress. So, where do they work? How do you think? So, they work in. Complete this sentence. So, they are quite friendly people, yes? So, they live in the countryside. So, most of these people live in the countryside. Продовжуйте цю розповідь, якщо ви пам'ятаєте щось, наприклад, про шотландців або про валійців. So, choose people of the UK, and tell about them. So, then look at these pictures and describe which country the people in the pictures are from. Ну, я вже знайшла, звідки ці люди. So, the first picture, so this man is from Scotland. So, the second picture, so these guys are from England. So, the third picture, so this man is from Wales. So, and these girls are from Northern Ireland. So, these costumes are their traditional costumes. And now, listening task. So, listen to 2 people and complete the gaps in the text below. Прослухай 2 людей і доповни пропуски. Okay, so start listening. So there will be 2 people.
I'm a teacher in a big city in Northern Ireland with 2 names. It's called Londonderry and Derry. In the past, there were problems between people who wanted to be British and people who wanted to be Irish, but it's better now. I just say I'm Northern Irish.
I live with my mum and dad in Birmingham, in England. My mum's from Yorkshire. She's very funny and has a different accent to me. We often visit my mum's family in Leeds. My grandparents were born in Jamaica, in the Caribbean, and came here to work. My dad says he's British, but my mum says she's English. I say I'm Black British.
So now we have listened to 2 people and we have already completed the gaps in the text below. Northern Ireland, 2 names, people, Irish. In the second text, so we have completed the gaps with the words dad, family, work, English. Okay, well done. So now let's do task 3. 3A. Listen and repeat after the speaker. Послухай і повтори за диктором назви країн, які входять до складу англійської корони.
England, Ireland, Wales, Scotland, London, Cardiff, Belfast, Edinburgh.
Well done. So, listen and repeat after the speaker and then pronounce the names of the cities. Послухайте ще раз, кому необхідно, аби повторити правильно власні назви. Task C. Listen to some information about each country of the UK. Послухай інформацію про кожну країну в Об'єднаного Королівства Великобританії. Then match the famous places with each country, а потім поєднай відомі місця з кожною країною.
England is the biggest country in the UK, and over 50 million people live here. One famous place is the London Eye, a big wheel by the River Thames in London. England is famous for its buildings, cricket, and the writer Shakespeare. The England is the rose.
Scotland has a population of over 5 million. A famous place is Ben Nevis, the highest mountain in Britain. Scotland is famous for whisky, the kilt that many men wear, and the Loch Ness Monster. The symbol of Scotland is the thistle.
There are about 2 million people in Northern Ireland. A famous place you can see on the coast is the Giant's Causeway, and there are many lovely villages in the countryside too. Northern Ireland's also famous for its traditional pubs, its music and dancing. One of the symbols of Northern Ireland is the shamrock. One of the symbols of Northern Ireland is the shamrock.
Wales is very beautiful. About 3 million people live here. One famous place is Conwy Castle, which you can see in the photo. It's also famous for its mountains, singing, and rugby. One of the symbols of Wales is the leek.
Okay, so the first, England, picture B. The London Eye, yes, London Eye. 2, Scotland, picture C. Ben Nevis. 3, Northern Ireland, D. Giant's Causeway. Дорога гігантів. Wales, A. Conwy Castle, замок Конві. Okay, well done. So now let's copy the table into your notebook. Then listen about the countries of the UK again and complete the table. За тим, що ми прослухали, ми маємо тепер записати текст цього аудіювання. Маємо обрати Choose the necessary information. Отже, табличка у вас складається з порядкового номера країни, country – назва країни, population – населення, symbol – символ, famous place – відоме місце, famous for – чим ця країна відома. So, England has a population of 15 million people. The national symbol is rose. The famous place is the London Eye. And England is famous for its buildings, cricket, and William Shakespeare. So, Scotland has a population over 5 million people. The national symbol is thistle. Будяк. So, Scotland is famous for its, so one of the most famous places in Scotland is Ben Nevis. It's a mount. And Scotland is famous for its whiskey, kilt, and Loch Ness Monster, of course. So, Northern Ireland has a population of about 2 million people. So, the national symbol is shamrock. Трилисник. So, one of the most famous places is Giant's Causeway, and Northern Ireland is famous for its traditional pubs, its music and dancing. And finally, Wales. So, Wales has a population of about 3 million people. The national symbol of Wales is leek. Цибуля порей. So, Wales, one of the most famous places in Wales is Conwy Castle, and Wales is famous. So, Wales is famous for its mountains, singing, and rugby. Okay, so copy the table into your notebook and write down all the necessary information about it. So, now let's do the next listening task. Task 4. Listen to Duncan and Fiona to find out their homeland. So, choose the right word. Прослухайте Дункана і Фіону, аби дізнатися більше про їхню рідну землю, так? Про їхню батьківщину. So, choose the right word і оберіть правильне слово. Okay, so let's start listening.
Scotland.
I'm Duncan. I'd like to clear up some misunderstandings about my people. 1. Scotsmen do not wear kilts all the time, only sometimes. Kilts are pleated knee-length tartan skirts which traditionally come from the Scottish Highlands. 2. Not all Scots can play the bagpipes. It's a traditional instrument, but we normally play all other instruments as well. 3. Scotland is not a spooky country full of ghosts and monsters. We do have a list of 12 castles which are occasionally visited by ghosts, but not more. And just 2 lochs with monsters. Nessie in Loch Ness and her cousin Morag on Loch Morar. And that's all.
I'm Fiona. I'd like to tell you about my hometown. Edinburgh is famous for its medieval old town, the old mega-famous Old Edinburgh Castle and the Royal Mile, which Daniel Defoe described as the finest street in the entire world. Edinburgh Castle is on the list of 12 Scottish castles with ghosts. There was a rumour in 1960 that a headless drummer and a piper were seen in the castle. While in Edinburgh, you should visit the royal yacht Britannia. It is the most famous ship in the world. She's the 7th most popular visitors attraction in Scotland. She has served the royal family for over 40 years and has made more than 1 million miles around the globe. Some royal couples have spent their honeymoons on board, including Prince Charles and Princess Diana.
If you are a Harry Potter fan, visit the Highlands. You will feel right at home there. You will immediately recognise the Glenfinnan Viaduct from the film The Chamber of Secrets, and the dramatic mountain scenery of Glencoe and Glen Nevis from the Philosopher's Stone.
Okay, well done. So now let's choose the right word. So 1. Duncan would like to clear up some misunderstandings. So Fiona is talking about Edinburgh. So she is also giving information about a royal yacht. Також вона розповідає про королівську яхту Британії. Duncan is telling Harry Potter's fans to visit the Highlands. Фанати Гаррі Поттера можуть відвідати the Highlands, так, регіон в Шотландії, де відбувалися зйомки 2 фільмів. So, task B, завдання B, потрібно послухати було б ще раз і доповнити речення. Ну, ми це вже з вами зробили. Давайте з вами ще раз розглянемо ці завдання. So, Scotsmen sometimes wear kilts. Шотландці інколи носять кільти. Тобто це не щоденно, не кожного дня. Bagpipes are their traditional instruments. Волинки – це справді їхній традиційний інструмент. Музичний мається на увазі. There is a list of 12 castles which are occasionally visited by ghosts. Справді є список дюжини замків, які інколи відвідуються привидами. So, there are just 2 lochs with monsters. Існують лише 2 озера з начебто монстрами. Edinburgh is famous for its medieval old town. Единбург відомий своїм середньовічним містечком. The Royal Yacht Britannia is the most famous ship in the world. Королівська яхта Британія – найвідоміший корабель у світі. So, they spent their honeymoon on the Royal Yacht. Хто провів свій медовий місяць на цій яхті? Prince Charles and Princess Diana. And the last information about Harry Potter. So, these 2 Harry Potter films were shot in the Highlands. Необхідно було назвати 2 фільми, зйомки яких велися саме у Шотландії. Це Chamber of Secrets and Philosopher's Stone. Okay, well done. Let's do task 5 together. Task 5A. Match the parts of the sentences. Необхідно було поєднати частини речень. Для того, щоб було зручно для зручності, я пронумерувала праву колоночку також, але у вигляді список, у вигляді літер. Так, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So, Scotland is a country in the north of the United Kingdom. Шотландія – це країна на півночі Об'єднаного Королівства. The national flag, blue with the white cross, is known as St. Andrew Cross. Національний прапор Шотландії відомий як хрест Святого Ендрю. Edinburgh is the capital of Scotland and its second largest city. Його Шотландії, так, і це друге за розмірами місто. Scotland is surrounded by the Atlantic Ocean and the North Sea. Шотландія оточена чим? Омивається Атлантичним океаном та Північним морем. There are about 3,000 smaller and bigger lakes in Scotland called lochs. У Шотландії існують 3,000 менших і більших озер, які мають назву lochs. There are almost 800 islands in Scotland. Також в Шотландії десь майже 800 островів маленьких. Tartan is a woolen material with cross stripes of different colors. The particular pattern is the symbol of a clan or a family. Шотландка, так, це матеріал, на якому перетинаються лінії різних кольорів. І очевидно, що кожен клан або сім'я мала раніше свій символ, так, свій малюнок. So, Scotland occupies a third... Можливо, тут якась йде помилка. Occupies the territory of Great Britain, yes? Окей, well done. Начебто всі інші відповіді підходили нам, так? 1. C, the north of the United Kingdom. So, 2. D. Yes, Edinburgh is the capital of Scotland and its second largest city. Okay, so Scotland is surrounded by the Atlantic Ocean and the North Sea. Також правильно. Okay, so called lochs, про озера. So there are almost 800 islands. Tartan, окей, підходить. Начебто усі відповіді у нас правильні. So, then do task B, work in groups, попрацюйте у парах, у групах, так, make your plan to speak about Scotland. Зробіть свої плани, аби поговорити про Шотландію. So, use the information you've learned about the country during the lesson. Використовуйте інформацію, яку ви дізналися про цю країну протягом нашого заняття. Я на сьогодні з вами прощаюся. So, thank you guys for your attention and see you next time. Побачимося на наступному уроці, на уроці граматики. Ми з вами згадаємо past tenses, минулі часи, та future. Згадаємо future tenses revision, також зробимо. На сьогодні все. See you, take care of yourself. So be happy. Goodbye.